Okay, this is just another take that I have to do on the whole gaming industry, and that is, got a booger. Yeah, there we go. Now what was I? Oh yeah, that's right, the gaming industry, and that is, grow a gosh darn backbone. Stop caving to people who don't buy your games. Stop caving to people who claim to be offended by what's in the game. Just stop. Remember the old saying, money talks, bullshit walks. And look, you're starting to listen to bullshit. Because no one likes the bullshit that they're hearing. No one believes in the bullshit that they're hearing. And no one supports the bullshit that they're hearing. However, the gaming companies and the makers of these games are just bending their knees nonstop to it. Look, your fans will help you. I will help you. I was there on the side of the creators of Tekken when people started to attack the game. I was there to defend it. I even foolishly, blindly defended the voice actor for Bayonetta. Now I'm starting to hear things that have come to my attention that made me think that perhaps what I've heard wasn't true, which is not a good look for me. But that's another story. What I'm trying to say is, your fans of old, your core fans, and the newcomer fans that like the original or what you are trying to do or planning to do, that said, I'm gonna come along and join in on this idea that I like. We will defend you. We will support your ideas. We buy your games. We're willing to buy and pay for this work of art that you do. I mean, why do you think God of War is so well loved? Even when it decided to go to the Norse mythology, even when it decided to alter the blades of chaos, when those things were some big, heavy set blades back in the original game, where they were so big, the way Kratos would originally have them were like more of a how Scorpion has his blades on his back. Instead, they're like two small mini blades. I mean, there was a lot of changes to that, but the changes to the God of War franchise, where even though in one scene in the first God of War game, Norse game, where we find out that it's not that Kratos isn't talking to Atreus when he mentions that everything seems so different. They're talking to us. That where he says everything here is different, boy. And as a core God of War fan, I said, I kind of like that. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far in this new God of War trilogy, where we're no longer focusing on Greek mythology. We're focusing more on Norse mythology. It was not a bad idea. I truly did like where it was headed. I even accepted the voice actor Christopher Judge to voice Kratos, because I'm not going to say he's old man Kratos. I'm going to say more along the lines of he's middle-aged Kratos. Because he's a more wiser, more disciplined character now in the Norse mythology. That was acceptable. That was likable. Now, what they're what everyone's doing with our games, it just makes no sense. I mean, why would they just bend the knee to these people that don't put money into the game? They bend the knee to these people that don't support the game. They don't like the games. They won't play the games. We do. And when the people that put money into your pockets, that put money into these games, say, stop censoring, stop lowballing, stop debeautifying people, you would much rather instead listen to the people who don't put money into it, which is why Mortal Kombat is failing, which is why Dead or Alive is starting to fail. Wait, isn't Dead or Alive a Japanese-based game? Huh. But yeah, Mortal Kombat is failing, and so many others. Where on the other hand, you got Tekken that's still kicking ass. That's still, I'm sorry, I use profanity. I'm trying not to use profanity. I'm trying to still maintain that family-friendly style video approach. Speaking of, pretty soon I'm gonna be coming out with a game idea. Probably about Devil May Cry 6, or maybe make a Mass Effect 4 game idea. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, our game developers and gaming companies really need to stop listening to people who don't put money into into their games, into their works of art, because all the American gaming industries have left are just remakes from games from the 90s and early 2000s. I mean, hell, even that is a difficult thing to enjoy, because from what I've seen and heard is that the Tomb Raider remakes or remasters that they're trying to do, they're even butting heads, because a lot of people are complaining about boob physics. Boobs jiggle. Women have said boobs jiggle. There are some women with big boobs. There are some women with small boobs. So what? I mean, look. Yeah, you got women with nice round tits that jiggle a lot. So what? People like it. Even women like it. I mean, we're trying to help you all here to make money. Make something good, make something great. Fans like it, fans enjoy it. Don't change it. Don't censor it. There's nothing wrong with a little sexiness. And I'm not just talking about with the female characters. I'm also talking about with the male characters. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I mean, Liu Kang is no longer sexy anymore. Johnny Cage is no longer sexy. Hell, Kung Lao is no longer sexy. And Kung Lao, and that's saying a lot, because Kung Lao had that second place type of sexiness to Liu Kang. And that's really all I've got to say about this. Video game developers, stop kowtowing to woke, politically correct BS. Stop kowtowing to people who say they're offended by your games, because you don't need to apologize to art that's great. You don't need to make an apology letter to people who don't even support or buy your games. They will never buy it. I mean, I know this is a shocker to you, but they will not buy or support your games. Like Cartman said, these people don't have money, and even if they did, they wouldn't buy your games. They're like the one woman who shall not be named, that was a con artist in all of this by pretending to be a gamer, by pretending to love video games when this person doesn't, when this person was just trying to jump on a bandwagon for money and clout and attention. So look, listen to me, listen to your fans, listen to people that are willing to give you the money. Don't listen to the people who will turn your games and works of art into crap. Because look what happened to The Last of Us Part 2. Nobody liked it. People said when it won Game of the Year or the Gaming Awards, whatever, everyone says it was rigged. I mean, hell, one guy ejected the disc in mid-game. He had no fear of the risk of data corruption and snapped his own disc in two of The Last of Us Part 2. Another one who was playing as Abby against Ellie found himself cheering on Ellie instead of Abby. Oh God. That's all I gotta say. Thank you and good night.